Why do you feel stuck, like you can't get out of this rut? All right, I'm going to tell you. And it all has to do with the law of increase. Whatever you focus on, you magnify. And I'm going to show you how to interrupt this pattern and shift out of it. Stick around for the end of the video. Okay, welcome to Patty's World. I'm a manifestation and transformational coach, and I help you shift into the highest version of you because you're absolutely worthy of living the life of your dreams. Okay, law of increase. I love this because when we talk about shifting and changing in the story we're focusing on, whatever we're giving our attention to, whatever we're talking about and giving our energy to, we're growing the story. Whatever we label, and I don't like labels, but whatever we label, which is why I'm not a big fan of traditional therapy community, because they start labeling things as if you're stuck and it's immutable. And things can change anytime. Diseases, things, people have been healed, people have been cured, people have changed, shifted, stepped into new identities. Whatever you label, you're increasing the story. If you walk around saying you're depressed, you're putting your attention on it, you're growing and increasing the story and growing the story. Law of increase says that whatever you focus on, you're increasing. If we focus on the negative and talk about the negative and give our attention to the negative, we're increasing the negative. We're magnifying it. We're growing it. It's getting bigger and bigger. And we're saying, yes, universe, give me more of that. Increase more of this in my life. The shift, the trick is to say, okay, I don't prefer this. No, thank you. What can I focus on? What would I prefer? Well, I'm healthy. Let me focus on health. I'm healthy. I'm healthy in this way. I'm feeling healthy. Today was a great day. Even if I only felt healthy for a hot second, I'm healthy. We affirm and we magnify and we put and place our attention on health, on abundance, on joy, on happiness, on the outcome that we want. Law of resonance as well. We're resonating in health. We're aligning with health. We're increasing. We're magnifying health, instead of focusing on sickness, because then we're magnifying sickness, right? And staying in that sick energy. And you've heard Abraham Hicks talk about this, Bashar. The energy of the solution and the energy of the problem are two different energetic frequencies. And whatever you're giving your attention to, you're magnifying, you're growing, you're increasing. So the trick or the exercise or the shift is to intentionally give our attention and our energy to things we want to grow and magnify. And everything and anything, especially the self-talk, the story we're telling, whatever conclusions and assumptions we're building and saying out, because the meaning that we attach to things is what we're pushing out, is the story we're creating, what we're pushing out, and what the world or the five senses is reflecting. Law of assumption is really simple. It's a rather simple concept once you understand it at the core, how it works, that everything that's showing up in our lives is just a mirror of whatever we're thinking and believing and assuming and what we're telling ourselves. The more awareness you have, then you're able to shift and change. The difficult or challenging part is just shifting, getting the awareness and shifting and changing and saying, what am I believing? And not letting our thoughts become beliefs, become our emotions, which become predominant states, which is what we manifest, right? But it's just practice. It's like exercising a muscle. I promise you that the more you do it, the easier it gets. So law of increase. If you're focused on not good enough, not worthy, I always get treated this way, you're saying, yes, universe, give me more of people treating me this way. If you label something, I'm always getting mistreated. I always get mistreated. I always get mistreated. You're labeling it and you're saying, yes, universe, give me more of people mistreating me. If you're getting, I always meet this type of person, you're saying, yes, universe, give me more of this. I want to align with more of this, because that's what you're talking. That's what you're giving your energy to. Our words and our thoughts carry energy. So does our attention. We're magnifying it. We're labeling it by talking about it. And we're drawing more of that into our lives. That's how it works. Law of increase. If you're complaining about not having enough money, I wish people would understand this. Understand this. When you complain about things being expensive, prices are going up, the economy is bad, you are magnifying and growing that story and saying, yes, give me more of this, give me more of expensive things, things I can't afford, things that are out of my price range, and the economy being bad. And it may be great for other people, but your personal economy where you're living is going to be bad. It's going to affect you. And I get it. Based on the measurements in the world and the economy right now, things may be bad, but still in this economy, there's people that are doing great, that are getting rich, that are making money. So Everything is perspective. So whatever you're labeling, you're growing, you're magnifying, you're increasing. So ask yourself, what am I labeling right now? Where am I growing the story? And what am I unknowingly, unintentionally increasing in my life? Right? You have the power to change it. Step out of that role of victimhood where people are doing things to you. If things are showing up in your life in a pattern and you keep going through them, let's take the attention off what's going on outside of you and ask yourself, what am I believing? What do I think? Why do I think it's okay to be treated this way? And how can I look at this differently? How can I flip this belief? How can I change this? How can I flip and shift and focus on, I always get treated well. I'm surrounded by people who love me and support me, by people who are kind, by people who are generous. There's more than enough love and abundance and money, and I live in excess and overflow, whatever it is you're professing. Even if you don't believe it at first, claim it, call it into being into your life. Yes, that's how powerful you are. That's how powerful you are. Believe in your own power. I promise you. I promise you. When I first got into this, you want to believe it, you want evidence of it, you start talking differently, and then you look for evidence. Claim it. You have nothing to lose. Play with it, think it, imagine it, believe in it. See yourself doing it, doing, and having the good that you desire. Play with it in your imagination. It doesn't cost you anything. One of the caveats that I will give you is to stop complaining. Stop complaining because you're giving power and energy to whatever it is that you don't want. I don't want this. I don't like this. Let me complain about it. And you're saying, yes, universe, give me more of this. The universe always says yes. You want something to fizzle out of your life, stop giving it energy. And listen, I'm guilty of it too. I've caught myself, and I'm thinking about this again. Like, listen, I've even gotten tired of listening to myself. I'm still talking about this. I'm still giving this energy. Oh my Lord, I'm tired of talking about this. I got to let this go and move on with my life. And then I give it no more energy. What do I want to give my attention to? I let it fizzle out of my life and go away and say, this is no longer me. I no longer identify with this. And it's something in the past that happened. I can revise it and give it a new meaning, create a new story in my mind, release it from my life and say, this is gone. This is gone. And then I'm so happy and grateful because I was able to evolve or grow or have awareness. It no longer has power over me. And that's how we take our power back. What is it that I want to increase? I have peace in my life. I have peace in my life. I have supportive relationships. I have people who love me. I have people who show up for me. I have great friends. I have great family. I have great clients. I have a great business. I feel healthy. I'm getting better than ever. I'm aging backwards. My life is amazing. I get to design my life however I want it. I start proclaiming and professing what it is I want more of, and I put my energy into that. And when I want to eliminate something from my life, I literally remove my attention, or I don't react. I stay in a very neutral and different state about it. So I'm very careful and intentional what I give my energy and attention to. And I'm also very careful when I get around people who complain a lot. In fact, if you are around people who complain a lot, I'm going to tell you what about you, because we align with people, we resonate, law of resonance. If you're around people who are complaining a lot, I want you to look at yourself and what energy are you dwelling in? What are you believing? And so start flipping the belief and telling yourself a new story that I'm only surrounded by people who uplift me, people who want the best for me, people who speak about ideas and concepts, builders, people who have something going on in their life, people who are supportive, people that I feel safe around, people who love me, people who are kind, people who are honest, people who are loyal, and start affirming and believing that this is who you resonate with. This is who you align with. This is the energy you dwell in. Whatever you're claiming and giving your attention and energy to, you're magnifying and growing. And so when I have wanted to shift or change patterns in my life, I give my attention to what is it that I do want. I have healthy relationships. I have people who love me. I have clients who love me. I'm abundant. I'm abundant in every area of my life. My life is getting better and better. I am so blessed. Things are getting better. And the better it gets, the better it gets. And I have core mantras. I say this all the time in all my videos. Everything is always working in my favor. Everything is always working in my favor. I don't sweat this. It's going to work in my favor. And so I speak life and love and kindness. And so I'm just inviting you and inviting you to look at whatever circumstance you feel you're stuck in and look at it differently and say, okay, is this an opportunity for me to shift the story, shift the narrative, tell a new story, that this is helping me as a stepping stone so I can be better, so I can be wiser, so I can be more compassionate, so I could be stronger, so I could be more secure, so I don't have to look for approval outside of me. Because here's one thing that I've become aware of. If you're looking for relationships or anything, people outside of you to validate you and approve of you, you are still operating from lack and neediness because you don't feel whole and complete within yourself. When we feel whole and complete within ourselves and we approve of ourselves and are secure within ourselves, we don't need anyone to agree with us or approve of us or validate us or tell us that we're okay. None of that. You feel safe and secure within yourself, and you feel safe to express who you are. You don't feel a need to label, or I'm this because of this, or it's something that happened to me. It's not an identity. I made peace with it. It doesn't define me, and I'm using it for good. I will use this for good in my life. So, just a perspective change that you have the power to transform any situation by what you're believing and the story that you're telling yourself. And with law of increase, place your energy on things that build you, that uplift you, that serve you, that work in your favor. Life is always supporting you, and life always says yes. Okay, I hope that helps. Thanks for tuning into my TED Talk, my video today, and I'll see you on the next one.